American long-distance swimmer Nyad completed a 110-mile swim from Cuba to Florida, arriving in Key West more than 48 hours after leaving Havana. She had failed in her 4 prior attempts. She becomes the first person to swim from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage. She reached Key West shortly before 1 p.m. Chicago time. The total distance she covered will be 110.36 miles, her crew estimated. Nyad, 64, was really hurting as she neared her destination of Key West some 48 hours after she set off from Havana, according to blog updates on her website. "I am about to swim my last 2 miles in the ocean," she said this morning on her blog. "This is a lifelong dream of mine and I am very glad to be with you. Some on the team are the most intimate friends of my life and some of you I've just met. But I'll tell you something, you're a special group. You pulled through, you are pros and have a great heart. So let's get going so we can have a whopping party." The marathon swimmer had said this would be her final attempt, this time using a protective silicone mask to better protect her from potentially deadly box jellyfish, that forced her to end one of 2 attempted crossings last year. Her doctors aboard a support vessel said Nyad's tongue and lips were swollen, causing her speech to be slurred, and raising concern about her breathing, the blog reported. Nyad was also very cold, and had cancelled scheduled feeding stops overnight in the hopes that swimming would keep her warm. Nyad said at the outset that the custom-made mask slows her and makes it more difficult to breathe. Officials initially estimated it could take up to 3 days to complete the swim, but Nyad was benefiting from a favorable current, her crew members said. The treacherous Florida Straits has been conquered only once, by Australian Susie Moroney, who used a protective cage at age 22 during a 1997 swim. The cage glided on ocean currents, and enabled Moroney to make the journey in just 25 hours.